Hey, figure I will give a couple minutes for people to jump on here. Trying to figure out why Rachel, hey, maybe she's in the jury house with her phone. Yeah. No. But I thought it couldn't hurt to go on here and probably talk a little bit about what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, well, a lot of you may have already seen my message I wrote, but just in case, I will read it. No, Angel, not the time. Not the time, Angel. Sorry, Angel thinks she's got to be in the video too. All right, I will read my message, and even if you've not read it yet or heard it. So, I think it took me a while to write something because I'll be honest with you, it was hard. I was very emotional, still am emotional. But I'll read it. So I have a lot of emotion right now, but few words to express. I found out a couple hours before everyone else while I was at Chuck E. Cheese with my kids. This is true. As soon as I got a call from production, I knew. When this twist was announced, there was speculation about how it worked. And I'll be honest with you, I did not really watch reindeer games. So I do remember it, though. I remember Daniel going out. So once I learned there was a dependency on being selected ultimately determined likelihood of success, I knew Rachel would be at a disadvantage. I'm quite sure that Rachel was under the same impression I was about the game, that we would get a regular Big Brother season without any twists at the jury phase. And I don't think production could have fumbled this one harder if they tried, literally. Also disappointing to hear how much shit Ava has been talking about Rachel since she left. And that was kind of surprising. I think we've got shades of Ava being kind of like a mean girl, which is ironic given that Ashley and Rachel were portrayed as such in the last episode. Didn't put that in mind, but I'm just adding that. But I said we won't be associating with her or Kelly when it's all finished. I won't let it happen. I'm not going to let her hang out with Ava. I'm not going to pretend like I'm her husband. You know, part of my job is to protect my wife. So I'm not going to pretend that she wasn't shit talking Rachel once she left that house. I get it. I mean, I know wanting to get Rachel out, she's a strong competitor, all that. But like, Ava was just nasty in the stuff she's been saying. And so I'm not going to let that happen. So when Rachel first agreed to this, I think we knew the odds were slim of her winning. And when I learned that she only had a week of protection, I knew they were even less. That being said, Rachel went to play this summer because she loves Big Brother and she loves competing on reality TV. All of us do it chasing money, but there are a few of us who do it for the love of the game, and she is one of them. I commend my wife for not having touched an automation block once in the season, which is insane, given that she was a returning winner. She showed once again she is one of the best competitors on reality TV. I look at the remaining cast and have trouble finding a single winner I could get behind because I'm quite sure Ashley and Will are going to have no shot from here on out. I could get behind a Keanu win, but he will have to comp out for the win, which is much tougher to do in BB. The only remaining bit of solace I have is pushing for Rachel for America's Favorite Player. Without Rachel, the season would have been a dud. That is a fact. So the other push we need is for Rachel to do Survivor and become the first player to compete on all three, which I think she deserves. She deserves it and has earned it. I will continue to watch because as long as she is in that jury house, she will still be a part of the show. Having said that, I will not be surprised when the ratings start tanking because you remove the heart of the season. I have been collecting snapshots of all the outpouring of love and disgust with how it went down so Rachel will know how much love she has outside of these BB walls when she is out. We have been throwing weekly watch parties in Birmingham, and as much as I would love to throw away this season and walk away, we have built a community of BB fandom on here and in real life. So one thing that's been important to us is family, and we will never turn our backs on our family. So big or small, there's room for all of you. Thank you for the love and support. It means a lot to our family. I could not be prouder of Rachel and how she played this season. For this first time, many of you got to see what I already knew. Aside from being great TV, she's a strategist, a strong competitor, and most of all, a beautiful person inside and out. Let our mourning persist through the weekend and take to the streets to litter social media with Rachel for AFP and show her how much she meant to this season with a heavy heart, Brendon. So yeah, so I wrote that. And obviously, like I said, I knew this was happening last night before all you guys did, which made it that much harder because everybody was theorizing and obviously a lot of us were trying to be optimistic, you know. But yeah, so it was really, really hard. And then I woke up about 5 this morning because I knew in the morning when I was going to wake up that it was going to be real. And then I was going to check my phone. I was going to see everybody else found out, you know. And yeah, so, but you know, people can, look, Rachel, yes, Julie was not wrong. Rachel's a polarizing player. She plays hard. She plays tough. You can say all you want, but she was by far leagues ahead of every person in that house. So, again, I have a hard time imagining who I'm even rooting for here on out. Because what are you going to, Vince? I mean, if that's who you're rooting for, I have a real hard time. I mean, a guy who's done nothing but, like, you know, cry his way to the end. Like, I mean, I don't know. Morgan, I mean, she's playing, I guess, but I mean, her game is like trying to get a guy to cheat on his girlfriend. I don't know. But either way, it's just really, really hard. So, I mean, Ashley, Will, I love. I could get Keanu. I definitely could get behind a Keanu win, but I just think Keanu's got a real hard shot because he's going to have to comp out to the end. And I don't know if Will and Ashley are going to trust Keanu, you know? So, and I think anyone would throw Keanu under the bus in a heartbeat, especially the other side of the house. So, Lauren may keep Keanu safe, maybe, but I don't even know. So it's ridiculous to me that they wouldn't have thought that they need to split up Vince and Morgan. You literally have two people who are all over each other, glued to each other inside that house, and you're at Final 9, and they're going for Rachel. Like, I understand being threatened by her, but come on, really? So, yeah. So, no. Spoiler alert, sorry guys, I skipped past that part, but yeah, as far as we know, Rachel was not removed. They had a competition where it was basically the chain of safety. They did reindeer games, and so Ava apparently did not like Rachel touching her, which I'm sure Rachel was like, pick me. It was, you know, whatever. I mean, honestly, I'm so tired of Ava. So like Ava, and then she's nonstop been talking shit since Rachel left, which is even worse. So yeah, good luck. But I really would hope that the show would actually show Ava as she is, because I really do hate these, you know, the whole, oh, Ava, she's so funny, cool, quirky. Yeah, she's actually said some pretty shitty things in the house. So, and it wasn't just that one time, you know. So, I mean, I really do hope they show her as being the player that she is, because I mean, for me, she's not a good Big Brother player. The only reason that she won her first HOH was because Rachel was targeting the other side of the house and protected them. So she actually had a shot, you know. So it's like, it's just ridiculous. But whatever. So like I said, Rachel's game was phenomenal. There's nothing that's going to touch it. I don't even think that, like I said, these players this season were horrendous. So I don't think I've ever seen such horrible gameplay. And hopefully we don't ever again. I mean, I don't understand. Like, half these players just, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're doing the opposite of their best interests. You know, they have an alliance. They don't hold to it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I think Big Brother has definitely changed and has become a completely different game from what it used to be. I did think, and I think Rachel was probably under the impression once they reached jury, that there were not going to be more twists. So I think this was ridiculous. I think they really needed to have a normal Big Brother season with competitors, with, you know, yeah. So I mean, I've always complained about twists. The Blockbuster, I think, was pushing people to play a little harder this year. I mean, forcing them to play earlier. I just don't know. Maybe it should have continued as long as it did, but at least not past the pre-jury phase, you know. So that's ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know. It's been hard. I think it's been hard. It just feels like she was robbed of an opportunity, because I mean, yeah, it's hard enough when somebody goes in double eviction, triple eviction. Those are hard, but I mean, those are a little bit easier to swallow, you know, than something like this where there's no vote, there's no chance for her to you know, plead her case. There's nothing, which I think was the hardest part to take, you know. So yes, well, thank you guys for I do appreciate all the love and the support. Honestly, reading a lot of people's comments has made it a little bit easier, because I feel like I'm not mourning by myself, you know. And I know it's got to be hard for Rachel to go out like that. I think, you know, somebody who prides herself on being a gamer, enjoys the game, loves Big Brother, I think to go out the way she did stings, you know. So I mean, if it makes anyone feel better out there, probably that she at least gets to be in jury for like a week by herself. That's the only thing for me that makes me feel a little better, because I asked production. So when they called me to tell me what happened, I was kind of happy to get a little heads up, but it didn't make it any easier. But I asked them about that, so I don't think I think she's gonna have some time by herself in the jury house, which will make it a little easier, right? So at least I don't even know how long she'll get by herself, but she's gonna have the jury house for herself for a bit, which I think is good for decompression. So because Big Brother is hard, but having that time in the house by yourself will probably be easier. So yeah. So hey, Steph, thank you. Yeah, she did. She hung in there. I mean, she made a lot of great moves. I mean, to think that Rachel survived the season without ever been on a block and without having received an eviction vote is insane. So, just phenomenal. So I'm proud of her. She's, like I said, she's gonna find out how much love she had on that outside of that house when she's done. But yes, 100%. All Rachel fans and all people rooting for Rachel, please, we're going to be pushing for America's Favorite Player, because you cannot argue to me that there's going to be someone that deserves it more. So she is the reason that this season actually was decent, because if she was not there, the season 100% would have been a flop. So not one of those people in there had any idea what they were doing. So the season just would have been a dud. So it's like there's nobody that deserves it more. So yeah. So I know we are all kind of, like I said, mourning. I know. Me too. I know you guys are all sad. Yeah. Jim studying is broken her. I know. Yeah, that's the worst part. She didn't even get. Hey, Cliff. Appreciate it. Appreciate support. Yeah, no, she really deserves it. She fought hard this season. I don't think anyone has fought harder to be in that house. And Vince has cried his way into like staying in that house, like pathetically sad. So again, I like I said, the people I'm rooting for really I think have a very slim shot to make it now. And yeah, I didn't really have a problem with Ava until I was reading all the stuff she was saying about Rachel, which I've seen a little bit of nastiness from her. But again, I kind of wish the show would show it. I hate when they spin somebody to be like this great, lovable person, and they're really not. So, yeah, she has her moments, but like the stuff that she said is not cool, So like, you don't need to talk ill of my wife when she leaves. You already got her out. So so yeah. I mean, I would love if Rachel came back too, but I don't want them to bring her back in like a Pandora's box sort of situation, because that'd be ridiculous. If they offer her that, I hope she says no, because I really do want her, I want her to just, if she's not going to win that game and she's not, then leave her alone. Let her stay till jury and get her vote, and then we're done. So no more Big Brother for Rachel. So I don't think either one of us is going to ever let that happen again. So she had an uphill battle. So we knew that there was it was going to be hard for her to win no matter what, right? But I think she did. Yeah, same with Kelly. Yeah, I don't know what was Kelly's deal. Like Kelly just has this hatred for Rachel that's ridiculous, and the stuff she said too. Like I said, there's a lot of us that can play. It can separate the personal and the game, So there's a lot of people that don't. So yeah, so they are, a lot of their stuff is personal. So yeah, the twist I think has really kind of lost the momentum for the show. It's because it's become just like, if we're gonna do like a wacky sort of like Big Brother UK, then go all the way, Like make it more just fun and crazy and silly and like less like, slapstick than actually a show that we're, try and compete on and strategize and win. So yeah, thank you, Kelly. And I love your videos, by the way. You've done an awesome job this summer. Yeah, she worked her ass off. And Kelly Wentworth is definitely, if Kelly's saying that, then we know it's true, right? And Kat, thank you, yes. Nobody said anything. So I know as much as you guys about if the potential for a battle back. I don't see them doing a battle back, because I imagine that this season that they were trying to pack as much into that pre-jury as they could, and then probably leave the last little bit to the end as little as possible, because the ratings traditionally always plummet. So I think that they probably wanted to get hold on to that ratings boost as long as they could. So I think that's why that's my guess. And now they're just trying to like get people out quickly, which sucks, because I think a lot of Big Brother, we like watching strategy. And so when you have like a lot of double evictions, triple evictions, you do this kind of crap, it sucks because we don't want to see that. We want to see the gameplay. We want to see the social aspect. The social aspect is a big part of Big Brother. Everyone always said Rachel had no social game. This season, she proved them wrong. So it's like you need to give her a chance to actually have that social game. So when you take away things like the ability to argue for votes or campaign or petition for yourself, it makes it much, much tougher. So yeah, 12, 13, 27. I mean, 15 years, 14 years later since 13, but it's crazy, right? So yeah. And I do think she would do well on Survivor. I think Rachel deserves now to be the first person to go on Survivor. And Rachel does want to play Survivor. So I think that's the other campaign that we need to push. I think she's earned it. So she's never stepped foot in any reality TV show where she has not played her ass off and competed with everything in her, right? So you know what you get with Rachel, and she's a fighter. So I'm proud of her, and like I said, she's gone or down, but she's not out, right? So you'll definitely, I'm sure, be seeing Rachel again. Hopefully on a at least if nothing more, a Traders All Stars. I'm hoping, right? So she deserves it. Yeah, I think Rachel would have rather gotten voted out too. I think getting voted out. Also, it's just like, I mean, some people have been saying it online too. I posted it, my thing this morning, but a lot of people have been saying about, here you bring back a Big Brother legend and then she goes out without a vote, without a nomination, without an eviction, without a Julie interview immediately after, without like a fanfare going out, without a crowd like cheering for her for how hard she fought. I mean, these knuckleheads have no idea about Riley, right? I mean, Ava was bawling her eyes out. So another reason. Yeah, Ava might be a little bit bad on the readings, huh? So, yeah. Rachel on the challenge, I mean, maybe she'll do the challenge, but I don't know. The challenge is kind of long too, guys. So I don't need another 3 months by myself. That's not that easy. So, and James, of course, I was chatting with James Wallington also. Yeah, so I think we're all in the same boat. So this is like, it's weird because I do feel like it's death in the family. So it feels like I've been mourning. I don't know. I knew this was happening. It's sad, so yeah, thank you, Canada. Yes, we will be up in Canada at some point. So at least next July for sure. So, well, actually I take it back. I think we'll be there in January in Toronto, and in July we'll be in Vancouver. So we will be in Canada at some point. Yes. We're there for a wedding in January. Andrew Gordon's daughter, Gila. Andrew from our first season, Big Brother 12. And then in July, I'm in Vancouver for a conference for physicists. So I appreciate the love, guys. And Jimmy. Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Yes. I know. I can't get over it. I think I'm not going to be able to get over this for a little bit. It's gonna be hard. The worst part is like even in Birmingham, we had a lot of watch parties. So I've got a community here of people, and we're gonna still watch. I can't let them down because, like I said, it would stink to stop. But at the same time, thank you, Jimmy, and give my love to Sean too. But it's so we're going to keep watching because Rachel's still part of this. I know they're going to be trying to bring her in as much as possible. Like I said, I hope they don't do the Pandora's twist because I really I don't want to give them the satisfaction of getting a little ratings bump for Rachel coming back in the, stir the pot again like she did in 12. So, I mean, I don't think they deserve it, unfortunately, So, yeah. And we haven't even seen it, so we don't know that everything that went down, but I don't like the Ava thing online saying, oh, Rachel grabbed me and I didn't like it. It's like, yeah, I'm sure Rachel was manhandling you. The Ava's just so over the top, but also a little vicious in what she's been saying about Rachel. So yeah, no, it's not, like I said, that's why we're not hanging out with her afterwards. So, and that I'm sticking to. It's not going to be, because Rachel doesn't know, so Rachel won't know, but she knows what I know, so she will know. And she knows to trust me. So yeah, look, after time, a lot of feelings may die down. Maybe Rachel's friends with her afterwards. I don't think she'll be friends with Kelly ever. But maybe, I don't know. But at the same time with Ava, the stuff that she's been saying, just really shitty. So I don't think that she deserves Rachel's friendship, to be honest with you. So yeah, I feel bad for Keanu. I mean, Keanu, unfortunately, is kind of, a lot of Keanu's stuff has always been done to himself. So he kind of walks himself, paints himself into a corner. So, yeah. What is the best way fans can support her? Well, I think it's going to be voting for America's favorite player. So, I knew it was going to be for her to, there was going to be a lot of competition for America's favorite player. I knew Keanu is a big fan favorite from casuals because they think he's playing a great game because they have no idea, apparently. Yeah, but it's just, yeah, I see the Ava thing being said, more defensive mechanism. Yeah, but still, just trash talking her was just unnecessary, especially when she was the cause. She started it, Rachel going out and picks Vince over Rachel for this safety chain. Kind of just stupid all around. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. But I know right now we are at a loss. And I know that this season's going to suffer because I don't know who we're going to be rooting for or watching. Like I said, we got the Ashley, Will, but if it's correct what they're saying, Ashley, Will, and Morgan on the block, if that's true, there you go. It's like they couldn't figure out what was going to happen. I don't know, but like I said, things Kelly said about Rachel Kennedy. Yeah, I know. I think she's actually eliminated? I don't know. Like I said, I know as much as you. I know that I'm going to be sending some flowers to her for our anniversary, so that may not, be much, but that is my consolation prize. So that's all that production has given me, that they're going to let me send her flowers. So yeah, not quite making up for that crazy elimination they had. So the rest of the cast is a hot mess. I agree. Morgan, Keanu, supposedly their targets. Yeah, surprise, surprise, right? No, they're not going to let me talk to Rachel. No. So they did give her a HOH letter, the HOH letter that I wrote her, which is nice, but that's about it. So, all right, guys. Hey, wait, stay over there. No, stay there. I'm on Instagram Live. All right. I'll be right in there. Okay. Well, I'm just talking to people about Mom going home last night. All right. Stay there. My little buddy's in his underwear, so that's why I'm still. All right, Adler. No. All right, guys. I gotta go off because he doesn't know he can't be in his underwear on Instagram Live. All right, guys. Thank you for the happy anniversary too. It does mean a lot. Like I said, Rachel gave me had flowers and balloon and chocolates delivered yesterday, so it meant a lot too. So it really was. I got a little teared up. So I'm gonna watch my damn kids. Thank you for telling me how to parent. I appreciate that. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you, and like I said, I think we're all gonna be mourning and grieving together. All right. Okay. Thank you for the love and support, guys. I appreciate it.